Hello, good morning everyone. I am Mitch Babatido and we are the Group 2. So, our topic for today is about the Magna Carta for public school teachers. Learning objective. At the end of the lesson, students must be able to articulate the key provision of the Magna Carta for public school teachers and evaluate its impact on the professional rights and working condition of educators in the Philippines. And now, let's proceed to our discussion. Declaration of Policy Coverage. Section 1. Declaration of Policy. It is hereby declared to be the policy of this Act to promote and improve the social and economic status of all public school teachers. For example, giving an increased salary and benefits to all public school teachers. That's the main point of Section 1. Make an improvement to all public school teachers. And now, let's proceed to Section 2. Title Definition. This act shall be known as the Magna Carta for public school teachers and shall apply to all public school teachers except those professional staff of state, college, and universities. For example, the DepEd increased the salary of public school teachers, but the professional staff, colleges, and universities are not included in that increase. Is that clear? And now, let's proceed to the recruitment and career. 1. Recruitment and qualification. Recruitment policy with respect of the selection and the appointment of teachers shall be clearly defined by the Department of Education. For example, if you're applying in a public school, you must pass the qualification that they need. For example, you must pass first the LET before they hire you. That's the main point of Section 3. Section 4. Probationary period. When recruitment takes place after a decade training and professional preparation, any school recognized by the government. For example, before you become a permanent teacher in that school, you should train well at least 1 year and must be recognized by the government to become a permanent teacher.
So, the Section 5. Tenure of office. Teachers with permanent status cannot be removed without due process. Provisional teachers can become permanent after 10 years of continuous faithful service. So, the Section 5 is, once a teacher achieves permanent status, they enjoy protection from being dismissed unfairly. Teachers are only removed through a fair and legal process. If a teacher is temporary, they can gain permanent status after serving for 10 years without interruption. This offers stability and security for teachers in their careers. And so the Section 6. Consent for transfer and expenses. Teachers cannot be transferred without consent unless justified. Transfers near elections are prohibited. If transferred, government pays related expenses. So, teachers must agree to be transferred to a new location unless there are legitimate reasons for the transfer. This ensures that teachers' rights are respected in regard to their work assignments. Additionally, if a transfer occurs, the government is responsible for covering the cost of moving. This helps to avoid any financial burden on teachers due to the relocation. So the next, Section 7. So the Section 7, Code of Professional Conduct. DepEd must create a code of conduct within 6 months. Each school must have copies available to teachers. So, Section 7, Code of Professional Conduct. So, a set of professional guidelines for teachers must be created by the Department of Education within a set time frame. This ensures all educators know what is expected in their behavior and duties. Schools should make these rules available to every teacher for easy reference. This is key to fostering a respectful and professional learning environment.
Section 8, Disciplinary Procedure Safeguard. Teacher must be informed of charge, have access to evidence, and be allowed to define themselves. No public disclosure during ongoing cases. For example, a teacher accused of misconduct is given documents about your case and allowed to explain before any decision is made. Administrative charge. Charge must be heard entirely by committed, including a deputy representative and teacher organizer member. Result must be submitted within 30 days. For example, a teacher facing neglect of duty has their case heard by the commitment and gets the result after 1 month. In Section 10, no discrimination, no bias, hiring, promotion, and termination is allowed based on professional qualification. For example, a teacher is promoted because of performance, not because of their connection.
Section 11. Married teachers. Effort should be made to assign married teachers couple to the same location. This means that if both husband and wife are teacher, the Department of Education must assign them to the same school or at least nearby. This helps them to reduce travel problems and allow the couple to support each other while working together as a teacher. Next is Section 12, Academic Freedom. Teachers have the freedom to teach using method they find suitable within professional boundaries. This means that the teacher have a right to decide which teaching method or teaching strategies they think are best for their students, as long as they stay professional and follows school rules. They can use group activities, visual aids, or storytelling. Next one is Section 13, Teaching Hours. This means that the teacher are required to have regular teaching load of 6 hours per day. This allows them to do more important tasks like lesson planning, checking papers, or doing school activities. But if the school requires them to extend their teaching up to 8 hours per day, the teacher must receive an additional pay at least 25% of their basic salaries. This ensures that the teacher is fairly paid for their extra time and effort.
Good afternoon, everyone. So today, we will be discussing about how the law protects teachers when it comes to work hours and salaries. This is important because teachers, just like any workers, that deserve a fair treatment. So let's talk about the Section 14, Additional Compensation. If the teachers do extra work outside the normal teaching, like coaching contests or school programs, they must be paid extra. Just example. If a teacher trains students for a competition after class hours, the teacher should be paid for what his or her work. So additional pay will be followed. So let's move on section 15, criteria for salaries. The teacher's salary should be similar to other job with the same qualification. And also, salary should be enough for a decent living. Example, a masteral teacher should earn more than a beginning teacher because of the experience and responsibilities. So, section 16, which is salary scale. Teachers' salaries should be increased automatically every 3 years of their performance, if this is very satisfactory. Example, a new teacher starts at August 25. After 3 years of good performance, they move to step 2 and so on.
Good day everyone. So my name is Nazalan Marie H. W and
This is continuing by Miss Otero. So I will be discussing the section 17 up to 20.
Section 17, Equal Pay. Local government-funded teachers must receive salaries equal to those of national-funded of teachers.
Okay, in section 17 is the teacher must have paid by the local government and the teacher must have paid by the national government. So they must have same salary, so no one should be paid less just because of the fund of source. Like for example, is si Teacher Ana is gisweldoan siya sa LGU og 25,000. And si Teacher J is gisweldoan siya sa DepEd og 25,000. So dapat fair ang ilang sweldo. So walay mag-increase og taas o dili sad mag-increase og ubos.
Okay, next is Section 18, Cost of Living Allowance or COLA. Salaries must adjust to inflations via COLA as recommended by DepEd and approved by the President.
So when the price of foods and transportation and etc. is the teacher must have received an extra allowance for their salary. So kanang teacher is maka-receive sila kanang extra allowance para makapalit sila sa ilang mga palitunon. Like for example, if ang bugas is nag-increase o 60 per kilo, and then but now is nahimo siyang 80. So ang teacher is maka-receive sila og kanang extra para makapalit sila sa ilang mga needs.
Next is Section 19, Special Hardship Allowance. Teacher assigned to remote or difficult areas must be paid extra at least 25% of their salary.
So, teacher assigned to far remote or difficult places should receive extra pay at least 25% of their basic salary. So, this is for the extra hardship nga ila ang gikinaharap. Like, for example, if a teacher, teacher Leia is earn 25,000. So, but kay nagtrabaho man siya sa kanang sa Lagyo nga school, like dito siya nagtrabaho. So, 2 hours pud siya maglakaw. So, she must receive at least 5,000 extra. So, dili belalin nga ikaw ay sa maestra is ka na nakasalayo nga nagtudlo. So, dapat napod sila extra allowance or nasala extra sa ilang salary.
Salaries and legal tender. Teacher must be paid in official currently or checks that can be cashed at any authorized government or bank office.
Next is Section 20. Teacher must be paid in official Philippines money or in check that can be easily cashed in a bank or government office. So, they should not be paid with coupons or goods or kanang mga utang. So, like for example, si Teacher Mark is nag-receive siya og sa iyang salary. So, through land bank. So, which is he can withdraw any time or in cash.
Good day, ma'am. I am Rosalie Umbod. So today I will discuss the section 21, which is deduction prohibition. Note that no one can take money from a teacher's salary unless the teacher says it's okay and there is a legal reason. So for example, Teacher Ana salary is 20,000 pesos every month. So the teacher cannot just remove 500 pesos. The need for permission from Teacher Ana if she agree or not, unless she said okay. So in section 22, which is medical examination treatment. So if teacher get free health check-up at least once a year. So for one lugar, like ang teacher is nagsakit. So the teacher can check up, diba, para sa ma-secure iyang health. So the teacher needs to go to hospital. So after go to hospital, so ang magbayad diyan is the government, diba? For example, the teacher is wala lugar siya dadto sa hospital nga gikuan sa government. So the teacher nag-travel pa siya, for example. The teacher nag-spend siya sa iyang own money. So After that, government can magbayad sa iyahang nagasto. That's the medical examination treatment in section 22, which is the teachers go to hospital, but the can ang magbayad sa iyahang bill, which is the government. So for section 23, it's also related from section 22, which is if the teacher got injuries or she wants to go or he wants to go to hospital for checking his health or secure his or her health, magbayad gyapon is ang government. Like for example, for section 23, teacher Mia sleeps in the school and he breaks her legs. So the government pays for her treatment if she gets very stressed and sick because of teaching. That's also covered, di ba? Because nowadays, teachers so very kana kayo mga stress kay daga na kayo gani mo sa school na pay mga estudyante nga dili ga paminaw. So ang gyud ang teacher mentally stress but holistically also. So in section 20 and 21, 23 is also about teachers' health and salary. And that's all. Thank you.
Okay, today I will be discussing the leave and retirement benefits. So, Section 24, Study Leave. Teachers are entitled to 1 year paid study leave after 7 years of service. It can be extended unpaid if completing a thesis. Study leave counts towards retirement and seniority. So, a teacher who has worked for 7 years can take 1 year of leave paid to continue studying, like master's of degree. If they still need more time, example, to finish a thesis, it can be extend their leave, but it will be a without payment or without pay. These leaves still count in the retirement and seniority. So one of the example of that is after 7 years of teaching, Ma'am Anna takes 1 year of study leave with a pay to pursue her master's degree. She extend 6 months without pay to finish her thesis. Section 25. Indefinite leave. Teacher with a serious illnesses needed long treatment are granted indefinite leave. Okay. A teacher who had a serious illnesses that required a long-term treatment may take an indefinite leave until they are healthy enough to return. One of the example this one is Sir Juan takes indefinite leave for his heart treatment. Section 25. Indefinite leave. Teacher with a serious illnesses needed long treatment are granted indefinite leave. Okay. A teacher who had a serious illnesses that required a long-term treatment may take an indefinite leave until they are healthy enough to return. One of the example this one is Sir Juan takes indefinite leave for his heart treatment. Section 26. Retirement salary increased. Retiring teacher received a 1 rank salary increase for the purpose of computing their retirement benefits. When a teacher retires, their retirement pay is computed as if their salary was ranked higher than their current position. This means they will be receive better retirement benefits. Okay, one of the example is Ma'am Anna retires as a teacher too, but their benefits are computed as a teacher number 3. And now, we will be going to proceed in a teacher organization. Section 27. Freedom to organize. Teacher can firmly form and join organization locally or nationally to protect their interest. Okay. Teachers have the right to create or join organization to protect their rights and interest. One of the examples that is Sir Mark joins a teachers union in UCT. Section 28. Protection from discrimination. No teacher can be discriminated against for joining or participating in teachers' organization. Teacher cannot be punished or treated unfairly for joining or supporting teachers group. Okay? One of the example is that is Ma'am Liza is not denied a promotion, just she is active in a teaching association.
Morning everyone. My name is Andrew Minister Tinay. This is the continuation of Ma'am Escolano. The Section 29, National Teachers Organization, National Teacher Group must be consulted in making educational policy and professional standard. So, what is that? Let's talk about the creating new policy and or curriculum. Like for example, if DepEd plan to change the grading system or grading requirements, they must first consult organization that like teacher federation or association before implement the policy. That is the Section 29. And this is the Article 7, Administration and Enforcement. The Section 30, the Rules and Regulation. The Secretary of Education must issue the rule to enforce the law. These take effective 30 days after being published. So, what is this? Like, for example, if there are a new grading policy or grading system to implement, DepEd must first release 8. After 30 days from publication, all school automatically follow it. And the Section 31, Budgetary and Estimate. DepEd must submit annual budget estimate to Congress to fund teacher benefit under this law. So, that Section 31 is talk about the benefits of the teachers and the allowance or training service. Like for example, there are benefits such as allowance, mid-year bonus, training fund for teachers. DepEd must include their annual budget request to the Congress. And this is the Section 30, the final prevention. Anyone who prevents the teacher from exercising their rights under this law may be fined 100 pesos, no more than 1,000 pesos, or by impression, public official found guilty will be dismissed from the service. The Section 32 is talk about the rights. Like for example, if the school head prohibits a teacher from joining union or filing complaint regarding their rights, he may face a case be fined to remove from their possession. That is the Section 32.
For the Section 33 repealing clause, all laws, presidential decrees, executive orders, rules and regulations or parts, therefore, inconsistent with the provisions of this act are hereby repealed or modified accordingly. This means if there are other laws or rules that go against this new law, they are cancelled or changed to match it. For the next section, Section 34, Separability Clause. If for any reason, any section or provision of this act or the application of such section or provision to any person or circumstances is declared unconstitutional or invalid, no other section or provision of this act shall be effected thereby. It means if a part of this law is found to be invalid or wrong, the rest of the law still stay in effect. For the last section, Section 35, Effectivity Clause. This act shall take effect after 15 days following incomplete publication in the official Gazette. Two newspapers of general circulation approved December 16, 1994. This section of law starts to apply as soon as it is officially approved. And that's all. Thank you.
So that's all for today, class. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to our discussion. We hope that you understand what we discussed. And if you have any questions or clarification about our topic, kindly message me to my Facebook account. Goodbye and see you all.